WNBA. Let's go. Fast break, no fear, we play to win. Strength and power, let the game begin.
Welcome, everyone. You've reached discussions for the WNBA from the East Coast to the West Coast, and I'm Grandma Mo.
And I'm Lisa DCT, East Coast.
Yeah, we got the West Coast over here. So, so what was let's go with game of the week first.
Game of the week, I got to go with my Sun Girls. Finally, I was at the game. That's why I'm exhausted between the Sun game and your game last night. Couldn't sleep at all. So I'll have whatever Tina Charles is having because she had a great game yesterday and I was there for all of it. Mercury Sun, 84-87 was the final. I got a wave. We got in pregame. Dewana Bonner seen me 1,000 times. So I'm like, hey, Dewana, she waved, which was fun. Mom got her picture with Blaze, plus Blaze gave her 2 shirts. The team was just on fire yesterday. AT, she's a trash talker, but Tina Charles was like, I'm not taking any of this bull crap in my house this time. I got so much footage, but it was great because they were squabbling back and forth.
Yeah, you could see it on the TV.
They were banging. So now AT gets caught with a foul. Charles goes to the line. AT's walking back and mouthing off. And Charles just had enough, bleep, bleep, how's your family? How you doing? That kind of thing. And she gets a technical on the foul line. I'm like, that's hysterical. I'm like, I've never seen that. You're ready to shoot too, and you get a technical. But she didn't want any part of that. She battled with her the entire game, threw her totally off her game. AT did not do good. And Satu Sabali had a couple of, she got to go easy with her fouls because she was grabbing by the neck. I'm like, wow.
Oh, she's been doing that all season.
I'm like,
she's been doing it all season. She gets frustrated and then she starts hacking and grabbing. I've seen her do it all season.
It was brutal because now you're looking at the jumbo cam. I do want to say Fuddy Duds got on the jumbo cam. That's when you go look up and go, I need to dye my hair. Holy crap, who's that old lady? And then I realized it was me. But the buzzer beater for Rivers at the end of the first, the place erupted.
I'll bet. It sounded like it.
Yeah, 10,000 people in that stadium. I can't even imagine being at a Valkyries game.
It's 18,000.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I did wave to Jen Rosati too, because I used to sit in the front row, but nobody gives a crap about any of that. But now Tina Charles has passed Taurasi in during the Atlanta game in WNBA. She made history. She passed Taurasi with the most points, and I was there.
She isn't. It's not points. It's baskets made.
Baskets made.
Yeah, because Taurasi has threes.
Right, baskets made. My year, and I'm like, I'm there to see her. I watched the warm ups and everything. It was great. So that was my game. Enough about that. How about you?
Well, elaborating a little more on that game, I was shocked that they put Alyssa Thomas on Tina Charles. Why did Phoenix not put Natasha Mack on Charles? Tina Charles has 3 inches on her, on Alyssa Thomas. Natasha Mack is 6'4". Like, why? I was watching, I'm like, what is Alyssa Thomas guarding Tina Charles for?
Yeah.
Mac is a good defender, and she's taller. I mean, that could have, how many fouls did Thomas have?
I think everybody had 5 at one point. I'm like, is everybody going to foul out? I mean,
because that would risk. I mean, if I was Tina Charles, I'd go right at her and foul her out of the game.
Yeah,
if you're going to put her on Tina Charles, go right at her. But I was watching. I'm like, why are they doing this?
Yeah. And I think that threw AT off her entire game because she was so frustrated. She was totally frustrated.
Yeah.
Charles.
It was just that was the wrong matchup. That
Yeah.
was completely the wrong matchup. And I don't
Yeah.
know what Phoenix was thinking there. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
was
know.
happy for I was happy for them. How do you not be happy for the underdog? You know what I
Oh, of
mean? I mean,
course.
here's
That's
your
been one of the few upsets all season long. There have been very few upsets.
yeah.
And I mean, Chicago beat, who did they beat? Oh, they beat Minnesota, didn't
I
they?
was gonna say the Lynx, I think it was.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they beat Minnesota. That was another one of the upsets. But so my game of the week was another like round 4 of Seattle Sparks. That was a great game.
Yeah.
Just crazy back and forth. Um, for me, it's more I mean, there were a number of close games this week. We had Dallas and the Valkyries, then we had Minnesota and the Valkyries last night. Your Connecticut game last night, all very close games and down to the wire.
Yeah.
And but that when I was looking through the whole week, I'm like, oh, that was a good game. The Sparks and the Storm and its playoff contention. They're both fighting for that last spot in the playoffs. And I thought, yeah, that's my game of the week.
Yeah.
So just those two teams really go at it. Really
Did you
go at it.
see did you see I think it was after the Sparks game. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but did you see Diggins come out and apologize for her
Yeah.
pouting? I was like, well, there
At
you
least
go.
she did that.
At
I'm
least she
wondering if
did
someone
that.
talked to her.
I'm sure
Because
Nneka did.
it was brutal. If you watch that post game, it was like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was
So
like, oh, come
I'm
on.
sure
You're in
Nneka
your
has said,
30s, woman. Get it
yeah, I'm sure.
together.
I know. I'm sure that Nneka's like, come on. All right, we lost. But we're still in it. We got to keep going here. We can't sit here and pout. It happens. I
Yeah.
would have loved to have been post game yesterday to see who showed up. If I was behind the scenes and got to see the post game remarks, and
Yeah.
AT was there.
Well, you can see they have the post game shows. If you go on the WNBA app on the team sites,
Yeah.
the post game shows are on the team sites.
Oh, I gotta look though because I'm
Yeah,
curious.
I
So
found
curious.
one by accident because I was just looking for them on YouTube, but there were
Yeah,
some that were missing. So I was going through the website and I'm like, oh, look, the post game shows are on the team's sites.
I
So you
have
have
to
to
look.
kind of look for them a little bit,
Yeah.
but they're
Well,
there.
your Seattle, the Seattle Sparks game. I saw Sparks Atlanta, and I was like, this game sucks. I mean,
Yeah.
Sparks were awful. Like we were talking before we came on. I mean, they just have no defense.
They don't have
Like
TV
what the
defense.
hell?
They give up layups. It's like
Yeah,
if you beat the initial defender, you have a free reign to the hoop.
yeah.
I see
I'm
that
like,
with so many teams,
I'm like, they're
but
not going to make it
especially
in.
them.
I,
Yeah.
I said, they're not going to make it in. I see
No, they're
Seattle
not.
more than the Sparks, unless something miraculous happens in
Well, I
between.
mean, they have 22 losses now. Um, Seattle, even if Seattle, I think, what is Seattle has 21 right now. They have 21 losses. The Fever have 20 and the Valkyries have 19. The Sparks only have one more game. So worst case scenario, they're even, but the Sparks still have to play Phoenix and Atlanta.
Right.
And that when I started looking at it, the Sparks had the most games. They had when everyone else had 4 or 3 games left, the Sparks had 5.
Yeah, they did. They had a lot left.
And it was like, oh man, the Sparks are going to, they have to win out because they were in the bottom slot to begin with.
Yeah.
And then they had the most games and then they have tough games, but they had to beat Atlanta and Atlanta went on a 3,
Yeah.
barrage. And that's the
Yeah.
thing with Atlanta. If they are hitting their threes, it's like
Oh, Howard's
Minnesota.
been killing it.
If McBuckets is hitting and Carlton's
Yeah.
hitting threes and Fee's hitting threes, you can't beat Minnesota.
Right.
It's same thing with Atlanta, but it's rare that happens with Atlanta.
Right.
So, and they've been relying on that, and they've
You
eked
know who I
through.
get the biggest kick out of is Pow Pow. She
Yeah.
after the game, they have all the players will come back and she's W's in the check. She's so excited. I'm like, God, to have that energy.
But she's a
that ball of
rookie. This is
energy.
her first experience.
I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God. And meanwhile, all the other ones are like, W. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who was your player of the week?
Player of the week, Asia Wilson. She 13 straight wins for the Aces, second place tie, beating the Lynx 97-87. She's had like 30 points plus points for the 12th time. I
Yeah.
think she tied a record. She had 31 points that game, 8 rebounds, but she looked super strong. It was a good matchup for MVP. I mean, you have to take the whole year into account. Totally get that. But to watch her against Fee in that particular game, she had the strong hand, and
Yeah.
she had a block on her.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
she's 3 inches
went,
taller than her.
oh my God, it was
You
unbelievable. I
forget
know
that.
it's amazing. No, it's amazing what she can do with that she's not as tall as most, but
Right.
boy, she tried to make a move, and Asia was like, "No,
Yeah.
you're out of here." So she commanded the floor, and
Well, she takes the most shots too.
yeah,
She'll take even Jackie Young only takes like 10 shots. Asia takes 20 to 25 shots a game.
yeah,
So she's going to score more than everybody.
yeah,
If she's hitting, and she is.
yeah.
So it's just the focus of their offense, whereas Minnesota is more of a team thing. They
Right.
don't focus. Their focus is not Fee.
Right.
Fee plays within the flow of the game,
True.
and she gets what she gets. But that's why Minnesota's a better team. I mean, we'll
Yeah.
see. But
Yeah, they got to do something because I
Yeah.
mean, losing two, and then last night I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Maybe
well,
it's
they don't have to
because-
win another game. They
No,
could
I
have.
know, but
They could be. I mean, and they have so much of a lead. And you have to factor in that Fee's coming back from injury. She's been out
Right.
for 3 weeks, so she doesn't want to go 110% right now. She wants to say, especially coming back from injury.
yeah,
And they sat their players with 5 minutes left to go in that game.
yeah, which I find more compelling. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
about you, but like these games at the end of the season where teams know they're already out, I think they're playing harder than the teams that know that they're in because
Well, they
they're
don't want to
trying
risk
leave a little-
injury, and they don't
Right,
want
they
to
don't want
do.
injury, leave a little gas in the tank, so to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see them all sitting players now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I watched Cheryl Reeves' post game after the game last night, and she was saying, no, she goes, we want to keep everybody fresh and we want to keep the flow of everything. So, we may not, she didn't say this, but she says, we're going to just go with the flow. If we win, we win. If not, it's, we want to keep everybody fresh. And so I think they have what, 2 more games left. They have the Fever, and then they got to play the Valkyries again. So, I mean, they know that that's going to have implications on who they play.
right.
So I think with the Aces game, they were like, okay, we're down. Let's just, it doesn't matter. That game mattered a lot to the Aces, but it didn't matter to the Lynx. So
Oh, you could tell by the way.
you have to take that into account with that game.
Right.
Miss Little here is.
She wants to put in her 2 cents. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's moving around a little bit. So let's see. My game, what were we doing? Oh, player of the week.
Player of the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I picked Ryan Howard. Ryan
Yeah.
Howard set a record of 3s in the last
Threes.
game, and then she was
Yeah.
playing really well. The 2 games against the Sparks, Ryan Howard was killing it. She
Yeah.
scored 37 in one game. I don't know what she scored in the other one, but Ryan Howard was playing really well. She's the reason they won.
And I said on TikTok, I said she should just at this point. They knew what was she at 9? They wanted her to get to 10, but then it was getting late in the game or whatever, and they took her out. I said at this point, she should just go to the 3-point line, shut her eyes, and throw it up. See if it
Yeah.
goes in because she hasn't missed one.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. They tied the record for the WNBA with most 3s that day.
Yeah.
They had 19.
Yeah.
I think, I know New York has done that. There's one other team that did it too. I don't know what team it was, but there's 3 teams that have hit 19 threes. Yeah, they just weren't missing. It was just like,
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Every shot was go. I was like, that's just
Yeah.
unreal, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the team was spending more time running down the floor to watch her hit a three to run back the other way. I think she was exhausting the defense
Yeah.
just by
It
her
was probably
threes.
demoralizing too for
Yeah.
the other team.
Oh
But
my God.
so what was your play of the week?
Play
Play.
play of the week was Tina Charles and AT fighting the entire game. You know
Yeah.
me. I just love it. Um and she's just I was amazed how mad she was. AT.
AT? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's a
I,
competitor and she doesn't
I
want anybody trash talking her back.
but the thing is, like, I watched her play as a Connecticut Sun. I never
Yep.
saw that. I just never saw that constant mouth movement. It was
Yeah.
incredible. I'm like,
Yeah.
she never stops.
Yeah.
So, I to see it in person, it is something totally different. Of course, we didn't have floor seats this time, but we had great seats. One of my friends gave it to us, and it's a totally different perspective,
Yeah.
from on the floor to a little bit, further back. So what you miss on the downside of the court, when they come back after the halftime, we were on the right side of the seating section for the last half of the game. So you got to see the real, how hard they
Right.
really do hit. I should send you over the pics. I took some pictures and videos of the size of the guys warming up with the players.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Well, they have
some guys
assistant
think
coaches that they play against all the time. All the
they're
teams do.
huge. They're
Yeah.
huge. And
Yeah.
I'm like, now they got these. I've watched tons of warm-ups, but it's hilarious. They all look like reindeer because they're being these big bands. They're super thick. And
Yeah.
the players running. I'd be like, I'd bust a hip or some other damn thing. It was amazing to watch. It's totally different. That's why I hope someday that you get down to see, you got a lot going on, but to be able to see the game like in person, totally different.
Oh, I would love to. It's just
Yeah.
just too much. My animals I have to take care of, and
I get
it'd
it.
be an
I
all-day
totally
trip
get
for
it.
me.
I might have to
I mean,
fly there to let the
I used to
dogs.
live 45 minutes from there and
Yeah.
from the Chase Center, but now it's like 5 hours and we got a helicopter going over at the moment.
There
But
you
now
go.
it's like a 5 hour drive. So it's a
You
little
need the
difficult for me.
helicopter. Tell that guy. Hey,
Yeah,
come over here.
well, I live right by the coast, so the Coast Guard goes by every so often.
Yeah.
So my play of the week was the Temmie fake against Indiana.
Oh my
That was
God,
the
come on.
best thing.
Laugh
That was
for me.
so great. She just, well, there was two plays, and I did a special video on my site for it. But so the first play, Temmie she drives to the hoop, goes under the basket, and she misses, but she gets her own rebound, and then she turns, it's like, and she fakes like she's gonna throw it back out to the to the top of the key. And three Indiana Fever players went with the fake. And like the parting of the seas opened up and she
Yeah.
just put the ball back up.
Yeah.
So that was the first part of it. So then I swear like two plays later, Aaliyah Boston gets the ball at like the top of the key and Temmie is guarding her. And of course, you have to factor in that Temmie played with the Fever last year. So
Right.
she knows Aaliyah Boston pretty well, just playing against her. I'm sure they guarded each other in practice and stuff. And Aaliyah Boston gets ahead of steam and she starts driving to the hoop. And I guess Temmie recognized it. And she just olayed it and let Boston go right out of bounds.
I saw that. That
And
was
the guy-
hilarious.
The announcer goes, and I missed it. Like it happened so quick when live, it was like, oh my God, what just happened there? And then I went back and watched it, and you could hear the announcer go, oh, she pulled the chair out from under her. I was cracking up so bad. It was
Oh my God, it was funny. She
It-
thought she had a body that she could lean against because she
yeah, she
we
was
all do
waiting
that.
for contact, and Temmie just went whoop and
No,
let
not
her
today.
go.
Yeah, not today. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that was so
She'd
great.
probably,
That was
she'd
so
probably
great.
still be running if not for the backstop. Yeah. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Now you got me tearing up because it was funny.
I know. It was great. But the thing is that it happened in the same game, in the same, like within 2 minutes, both of those plays happened.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was
That's
my
fun.
play of the week.
I love fun. That's what it is. You got to
Yeah.
look for the fun parts of the game.
Oh
You
yeah.
know and that was funny. Oh my
Yeah, it
God.
was.
I wish Tina Charles did that yesterday. That would be great. She pulled the chair out. There goes 18.
Yeah, it's like that one ranks right up there with the Dan Marino fake spike on the Jets.
Oh my God.
That was fantastic. I saw that one live. I was just like, he's going,
There you
and
go.
then hike, and then boom, touchdown.
There you go.
I
Totally
found out
different.
later that he said that Bernie Kosar, who was a backup quarterback that year for the Dolphins, he's actually the one that gave him the idea for that.
Oh,
Because
there you go.
Marino didn't think of it himself.
Yeah.
Bernie Kosar was like, "Oh, you should do this. If the situation, you should do this." So that
Yeah.
was kind of cool to find out. So, what was your surprise of the week?
I had two of them. Uh, One of them made me laugh hysterically because it was the Sparks and Atlanta. Again, they come out pregame and they do, warm ups and stuff like that. And the funny part was, and I'm like, how does this happen? That the Sparks come out in the home uniform. They're both wearing white.
Oh,
And so
geez, I
they're
didn't
like,
know that.
yeah, so Brittany Grider goes up to Kelsey Plum, during the pregame, and she's like, what's going on here? And they're laughing about it, and they're like, okay, let's rock, paper, scissors it. We'll see who, but they ended up. I was like, that's hilarious.
Surprised they have both uniforms.
Well, exactly.
You would
You're
think
away game.
away is a certain color and home is a certain color.
Oh, they were laughing so hard, and you would
Yeah.
think. I think BG was probably laughing at her because, like, how did the whole team
Yeah.
not say, "Hey, wait a minute, we're in the wrong"? Oh my God, that was funny. And the other thing was the Mercury versus the Mystics with a wasp that made a special appearance on the court. Did you
Oh, I
see
didn't see that.
Oh yeah, players are getting attacked. You see?
Oh, no.
Oh, I was like, are you kidding me? They were all trying to dodge the wasp. And I was like, now there you go. There's a good defender. You're in this big, huge arena. Wasps, are stopping the game.
Oh, God. I missed that somehow. I watched
Oh
that
my
game
God.
too.
You
Maybe
have
I
to-
didn't
you
know
have
what was
to
going
look.
on.
Oh God, Alicia Clark's like, geez, like, oh my God, it was flying at her.
Yeah.
And then you got kids in the background. Because of course, they didn't like that. So yeah, those were my two. I don't know
Ah.
how that happens in the game of basketball, but we got wasps in the wrong uniforms.
So my surprise of the week was Connecticut upsetting Phoenix. That was my surprise. But
Yeah.
I mean, I've been saying since after the All-Star break that Connecticut was going to win some games. Because you could tell it's too bad they didn't figure this out sooner. But, Mabry was injured and, and they've cycled so many players through and that good young group they have now. That's, things are looking up for the future. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh my God. It is nothing but I'm telling you, it's funny when like I said, you're at a game. She was not on the Sun when I was there with the season tickets, but
Mhm.
I appreciated her more live because she looks more like a hothead that always yells at whatever. She's hilarious. Her facial expressions are hilarious. It's more people really banging into her.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times she got clotheslined. I'm like, holy smokes. I mean, they try to cut her off. I just find her humorous. I like her. And I think she's a good leader for a young, squad. And then they all made a TikTok afterwards. It was because they were so happy. How could you not be happy? She thanked the crowd. She was the one that spoke after the game.
Yeah.
And she thanked everybody that, came and couldn't believe how loud. She said, I think it's the loudest in here that it was, so yeah, good for them.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And
what
what-
else? We had the Hall of Fame inductions last night. We had Sue Bird and Maya Moore and Sylvia Fowles get into the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. That was
Yeah,
cool.
Gino was there, and I'm thinking to myself, what does he must think, and what he must think, you know? I mean, that really is a moment.
I'm sure he's like a proud father, or at
Yeah,
this
I
point,
mean,
grandfather.
he's just like sitting, taking it all in. You could just see him because,
Yeah,
as you get older, you think of the years, how many
yeah,
years have gone by, and now you're looking who you used to coach as a young woman, now grown women that now retired in the Hall of Fame. It's got to be so surreal for
yeah,
him, you
yeah,
know? Yeah,
yeah. And how
super.
eloquent they were. All the women's speeches were
Yeah,
very eloquent and professional, and as opposed to the
humble.
guys.
Yeah, it was it was very humbling.
Yeah,
A lot of them were faith-based, family based, definitely,
yeah,
who carried him through, to that point. And it was endearing. Their speeches
yes,
were very endearing to me, and I
yeah,
appreciated that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that's what you want, Oh,
yeah.
it's funny because I don't know if you saw, but Moore redid Michael Jordan's iconic picture where Michael Jordan's got his hand like up like this, but he's got all his rings on. And
Oh,
she did this,
oh,
but
yeah.
she
Maya
had like
Moore has like
she
8
had
of
like
them. Yeah,
yeah, she had more than him. And she goes, and I was like, yes, hooray for women. I loved it. She retired young,
yeah, she did. She was 30.
and to be able to
She had to
get
get her
those
husband out of jail.
exactly, and to get
Yeah,
those accolades that at such a young age, I don't know. I just like them. I like her. I like all of them. I think maybe because the WNBA isn't as big as the NBA, I find that the women, like even yesterday, I don't think in NBA arenas, I may be wrong because I haven't been to an NBA game in a long time, but the fan connecting with the fans is unbelievable,
yeah, yeah.
you know?
Well, I've been to Warriors games when it was in Oracle, over in Oakland. Early, I mean, the Chris Mullin days and um, in the 80s and 90s, but I've also been to the Monarchs games in Sacramento at Arco Arena, and the one thing that you find is that the women's games, when you have a full arena at a women's game, it's very loud.
Oh,
It's very loud.
yeah. I can
Like,
tell you that from yesterday. Like, wow.
yeah,
I mean, like again, and it's different. I like the perspective actually. Usually when you're down, I don't know, maybe the sound goes up and out where now we were a little bit back. I mean, it was like deafening.
yeah,
It was great. And I got to
yeah,
do the wave.
yeah.
Whee!
Yeah, when I was at I went to the championship game for the Monarchs in 2005, and the people that I was sitting around, they were saying that, yeah, the people in the arena, they've talked to the people in the arena, like the workers and stuff, and they said that the decibel for the Monarchs games was way louder than it was for the Kings games. And it must be, I mean, because I was listening to Paz, the guy that plays for the Warriors,
Yeah.
and there's a radio station in San Francisco that has him on, and they were talking to him about the difference between, the like the Warriors games and the Valkyries games. They all
Yeah.
get the same amount of people. They all sell out. The Warriors get, but it's it's the same size. So there's 18,000 people in there, and he said the difference is you have kids at the women's game. There's not as many
Higher
kids at the
pitch.
men's game.
Maybe the
You have
higher
families
pitch.
and kids,
Yeah.
and he said it's louder. It's a
Yeah.
different, maybe it's more women and you have higher pitched voices or
Yeah.
whatever, and you have kids screaming.
Yeah.
So but he even acknowledged it's louder, and
It's loud.
so
I
yeah,
told you, I can't even imagine a Valkyries game, but it is on my list. Just like them, I'd like to see an Aces game in Las Vegas. I've been there 100 times, but to actually see that on the court to be able to take that all in must be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
we got playoffs. I mean, we're definitely getting one playoff game, and it's going to be down at the Shark Tank in San Jose.
Yeah, I heard
Because
that.
there's everybody understands the tournament was scheduled in 2023 before the Valkyries even existed. But,
I know, what a
first
bummer.
year, inaugural season, you're in the playoffs. Oh my God, move the thing to the Shark Tank.
Exactly.
But they can't do that. And so, I mean, but the Shark Tank is very similar in size. And, the San Jose Sharks hockey team has, there's a good, I mean, it'll probably be similar. I just hope that the gym, because it's different rims. I don't think I don't know if they bring the rims down, because they're on things.
Probably, because
They
everything
probably
gets
pack it
taken
all
down.
up and bring it down there. So that would be
Yeah.
good. But I don't know. It's a hockey rink.
Yeah, but that's what they all, I mean, every arena, like even the Connecticut Sun floor, they show it actually on the Jumbotron. So you get to see, because like, you may get Frankie Valley the night before. That poor bastard, keep going. He don't even look like he's, looks like Weekend at Bernie's. But you get him like the night before, and then they got to put the flooring down,
Right.
change the seating arrangements. So yeah, they'll probably take the flooring and whatever. But
Yeah.
different, different atmosphere. I know I was bummed for them.
Yeah.
They're ready though. It doesn't matter. They're ready.
I just hope
for the challenge.
Zandalicini and Tip Hayes are back by then.
I do too.
If
That's what I
they're
said.
back, then that's going to make a whole, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The Valkyries have been, you hear so much stuff about the Fever, but the Valkyries have actually had more players. They haven't lost players for the season like the Fever have, but they
Yeah.
have lost players to Eurobasket and all these other things. They've had more different lineups than any other team.
Right.
So they've had to adjust more, and maybe that's helping them down the stretch because their bench players have gotten a lot more time, although they didn't play that much yesterday. So,
Right. Yeah. I know.
We'll
I was
see.
looking at, obviously, Caitlin Clark said she wasn't coming back. That was really no shock to me. I knew that was
yeah, you could
probably
see
going to
it.
happen.
It was going to
I
happen.
mean,
Yeah.
there's not really a point of it. Plus, they were doing really well. But I was like, oh my God, they showed like a practice, and she was, at the practice as well. But they said this looks more like a hospital. They did, the team,
Yeah.
than a practice session. Who's going by with a scooter? Two of them had scooters. Poor Sid Colson was on crutches. I'm like, oh God, they got whacked this year too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, the injuries have been really, I don't know. They got to do something. There's nothing you can do, I guess. Oh, and Courtney Vandersloot said she is coming back. She don't care about her age.
Yeah.
She's coming back.
Why not? If you can play, you can play.
Absolutely. 100%.
Sue Bird played to what, 41? So did Tarasi.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to, I don't know if you saw, but Courtney and Heidemann, the stud buds, got in a vogue. They're in Vogue. They had a photo shoot and they're in Vogue. Unbelievable.
wow.
They had a whole, they did a whole article on them and everything.
Good for
So
them.
all these girls are able to branch out. Don't even have to shoot a damn hoop. But that's what gets them the contracts,
Yes.
Got to be good at something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my problem at this age. I'm trying to figure out what I'm good at. Yeah. Professional fan.
Yeah.
Anywho, it was a great week. I enjoyed it.
Me too.
So you want to do this again next week? We have to. What do we have today? There is a game today. I think it's
There's 3 games today.
Oh, are there?
Yeah.
I told you, not enough coffee, very little sleep from the game. 2 games yesterday.
Indiana's playing Washington. I can't think of the other games. I know it's Indiana and Washington, and then I think the Sparks are playing. Hold on.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with the Sparks. Yeah, who are they playing? Because I don't even have my phone on me. I would look for you, but. Because maybe we'll make picks. I know one game's at 3.
Dallas is playing the Sparks, and then the Aces play Chicago. That's the
I
games
don't know.
today.
Dallas could pull. I don't know if Enrique's still injured. I know the other ones are coming back, but
Yeah. No,
you
I
know,
wouldn't think Enrique's playing. I thought
there's
she's
a
out
good
for the season.
chance. Oh, is she out? Hmm.
She
Um,
might be,
yeah,
but why come back for the last two games?
exactly. But Paige is gonna have to ice her body after this season because holy
Yeah.
smokes, she'd be carrying that team. Maybe they'll take it close. Where are they? Oh, Dallas is at Los Angeles.
Let me see. Yes.
Oh, so they may have a shot then. Sparks.
Yeah. Indiana's at Washington, it looks like, and then Chicago's at Vegas.
No, I haven't been. Well, I'm hoping my pick would be Washington and try to see if the Sparks can win because I think Washington has a good team. They just have
You know,
slagged it.
they just missed beating Phoenix the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah,
They played Phoenix really hard and they lost it in the last couple, the last minute.
yeah,
But Washington can pose problems for the Fever.
that's what I'm
And
saying.
it's I mean, they have good defenders to guard Kelsey Mitchell and and they have Austin to take care of Boston.
Yeah,
And
I
then you have
know.
Aaliyah Edwards, and what's her face?
Pull the chair
Hazel.
out. Learn that routine. Pull
Huh?
the chair out. Somebody got to pull out the chair from her. Do that today. That's the new move.
I mean, can
in
you
football.
imagine what was going through Temmie's head? She must have just thought of it like in a split second, like
Hilarious.
just seeing Boston come really hard and
Yeah.
go, "Oh, I'm just going to get out of the way." She'll go right out of bounds.
That
But she
has got
must
to
have
be a new.
just
It
split
has to be a
second
new
thought.
play. It has to be a new play. The Valkyries have got to include that. That would be hilarious. It's like, the Eagles got the tush push. Pull the chair out. They got
Pull
to
the
call
chair.
something out. Pull the chair. There you go. I'm looking.
know.
I gotta look for one today.
I
You
know.
know, just for the heck of it. A good day for basketball, and it's a
Yep.
good day for you to go to work. You poor bastard. And we'll let you
Okay.
go. We'll do this again next week.
Okay.